Alrighty, boys. So we're back here on some NHL 25. And what we're going to do today is I'm going to talk a little bit about the nation's face-off thing here. But most importantly, I did want to show you guys a relatively quick way to get through the four nations face-off objectives here, because I know they're like extremely tedious and annoying. I think it was 35 goals that you needed to score with like one player from each nation. So first things first, the easiest way to get one of the four nations players from each country is obviously to go over to the sets here. And I ended up doing the second one. So all you have to do with this is just trade 84 plus overall players for, you get a choice pack of an 86 overall player. The nice thing with it too being a choice pack is obviously you can pick one of three 86s. And I believe you could pick a Finland player, a Swedish player, and a USA player. And then of course, if you do have enough collectibles, I ended up doing this third to last one here. So 30 collectibles for an 88 overall player. And I believe I got Sam Bennett. So I kind of got lucky. I got a Canadians player out of this pack, and then I was able to pick one of three the Finnish, Swedish, or USA players from this pack here. And even if you don't get lucky enough to pull a Canadian player from trading the collectibles for the 88 overall player, what you can end up doing is once you do all three of the other nations, so the Finland, the Swedish, and the USA, you can trade those three 86 overalls into this collection right here. And you'll get a one of three choice pack for an 88 overall player. And then you can just pick Sam Bennett from there. So you can just use him to complete the Canada objective with the 35 goals. And then, of course, if you are planning to get one of the 91 overall players, you are going to need an 88 overall player anyways. Like I said, that was just kind of the best option that I ended up going through. Of course, you could buy one from the market, but I would not recommend doing that, especially if you're only using them for the objectives. So currently, I think I'm going to go for the Charlie McAvoy set here. As you can see, I do already have three 88 overall players in the McAvoy sets, and I'm just waiting on two more 88 overall players to throw in here as well. Now, when it comes to the MSP sets here, I was really trying to, I was super hesitant because personally, I really was hoping that they would come out with a either a 91 overall or a 92 MSP Lucas Raymond. And unfortunately, I don't think that's going to be the case. And reason being for that is because if you guys realize, all four of these players here were pre-selected for the Four Nations Face-Off event. So if you guys didn't know, each nation pre-selected, I think it was six, it was either 5 or 6 players. I don't know when they pre-selected them. I don't know if it was at like the beginning of the season or a few months ago, but there were 5 or 6 players that were pre-selected, and all 4 of these players were pre-selected. So my guess is the other 91 is also going to be one of the pre-selected players. And then I think the 92 is just going to be the captain of each team. So I believe that would be Matthews for USA. I think it would be Sidney Crosby for Canada. And then for Finland, the captain, I'm just looking up the rosters right now. The captain is Barkov, but they already released a 90 overall Barkov. So maybe it'll be one of the assistants, whether it's Granlund or Sebastian Aho, because for some reason Finland has 3 assistant captains, and their third assistant is Mikko Rantanen, which they obviously already have. So I suppose the 92 is up in the air for Finland, but my guess is it's probably going to be Sebastian Aho here. And then for Sweden, their captain is actually Victor Hedman, but he just had the 90 overall XP card. I don't know if they'll come out with a captain for him just because they just recently came out with a decent card with him. So for their assistants, they have either Ekholm, Nylander, or Erik Karlsson. And to be honest, I could probably see Nylander getting the 92, especially since he's doing so good this year. And then probably Erik Karlsson getting the 91 overall. But again, even out of all those players that I just named, the captains and the assistants for each team, they were all pre-selected players. So that is why, unfortunately, I don't think there's going to be a Lucas Raymond for Sweden. Just because looking at the stats too, I was looking at Zibanejad, and he's really not even having that good of a year this year. So kind of confusing why else he would get a 91 overall MSP card here, but again, that's just my guess. So getting back into the week 1 objectives here. So the best way to do this, ideally you have Dylan Larkin unlocked already, just because his rating is so high and he's already so good. But you want a player that has the Born Leader ability, Okay, and the reason being is, if you guys didn't know, the born leader ability, if you score a goal with that player, it essentially just gives a major boost to the rest of your team. And as all of us know, the stamina in this game absolutely sucks, even when you're playing offline or on rookie mode. Ideally, you have a center for whichever player that you're using to try to score the 35 goals with. And I'm pretty sure even if you take like a left wing and put him at center, you should be fine with this, or a right winger for that matter. Just because, if you guys didn't know, on rookie mode, you essentially win 100% of the faceoffs that you take, as long as you're paying attention and like you don't set your controller down or something. Or if you false start. If you false start on the faceoff, you will lose. But otherwise, I'm pretty sure you win 100% of the faceoffs that you take. And again, if you guys didn't know, if you press the left bumper and then up on the left thumbstick and the right thumbstick, you have to do both of them. So left bumper and then up on both of the thumbsticks, you'll do like a deke through the opposing center, and your guy will like push the puck forward. And being on rookie mode, obviously the AI on the other team is really, really slow. So you can just fly around them, and right off the draw, right off the center ice faceoff, you can just skate around them and get a breakaway and just do like the backhand, forehand, backhand deke. And I did this repeatedly, nonstop. And anytime my player got tired, I would just switch the lines and put in Dylan Larkin, because again, he has the born leader ability. And I would do the same thing with Larkin, just push the puck forward, skate down, score a goal, and then it would boost up my second line. So then I would just immediately put the second line right back out, push the puck forward with my center, and it was just nonstop this over and over and over. Now, obviously you're going to run into, some situations where you don't score right away, which is fine. I find the easiest way to actually score a goal is probably off of the rush, just because you can like blow past the defense so easily on rookie mode. But if you choose to try to score from the offensive zone, just trying to skate the puck up the slot or something and taking a shot is obviously the most likely way to score. But yeah, that is essentially how I did this. And I ended up scoring 35 goals in 3 games with 2 of the players. I ended up needing to do it with a defenseman for USA. I did it with Jacob Slavin, I think it was. That was absolutely brutal, I'm not gonna lie. But it was essentially the same thing. Instead of pushing the puck forward off the faceoff, I would just win the draw back and then just skate forward and do the same move. And again, whenever my player got tired, I would just put Larkin in, have him score 1 goal. It would boost up the rest of my team, and then I would just repeat nonstop. So it actually didn't take me too long. I would say on average, probably 4 games per player. Now with some of the defensemen, like I said, I think it took me like 4 or 5 games, which isn't terrible, but yeah, this definitely wasn't a fun objective. And I know a lot of people out there probably aren't going to do this, but it does unlock you a free 88 overall, and it also unlocks you 24 collectibles. So if you are trying to go for some of those 4 Nations MSP players, this is the way that I recommend to do it. But yeah, with that said, I'm just going to keep the video right there. Nice and short today. I just wanted to kind of show you guys how I ended up beating the objectives. And like I said, it really didn't take me that long. It was kind of annoying though, especially using the defenseman. But if you are looking to complete those objectives, hopefully this helps you out a little bit. And with that said, let me know in the comments down below. Which MSP player are you going for, if any of them? And then I also really want to know if there's anybody that you hope is going to get an MSP or even just a base card. Like I said, for myself, I'm really hoping for a Lucas Raymond at some point. Even if they come out with like an 88 or an 89 or a 90, I would be extremely happy. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below. And with that said, I will catch you guys in the next one. Thanks.